So the reason why I say make all command grabs a mid, there's two reasons why. The first reason is if I straight up tell someone that you should buff Molina's command grab and you should buff Rambo's command grab, they're going to claim that I'm playing favorites, which I'm not. I'm just simply using a mathematical example and explaining why it's not in their favor to use their command grabs. Like it's never in their favor to use their command grabs. Because if you make 2 reads with the command grab and you get 20%, all they have to do is make 1 read with a down 2 crushing blow, which they can OS. I think they can OS Rambo, because I don't think he has a mid faster than 11 frames, right? Or no, he does. But anyway, the whole point is like they can kind of OS some of his strings or some of her strings, and straight up just punish you for 30% down 2 crushing blow. So that's one reason why. The other reason why is that this game, there's a lot of OSing, and the way that you prevent OSing is by making offense better. Now, I'm not saying that there's not a lot of offense in this game, because there's actually a shitload of offense. But a lot of the offense can be OS'd. What's up, Yod, man? How's it going? Yeah, I'm just explaining really quick like why I think like the game should have more mid command grabs. I know people think I'm crazy, but it's whatever. Like, I don't know. Like I want to just say that Rambo and Molina should get mid command grabs, but you know how it is, Yod, man. Like if I say that, they're gonna say I'm playing favorites, but literally like the reward is not in your favor. Like you're making a risk every single time you go for a throw. Like you're trading 9% for 30%, like every time, you know. And if I ask to buff the damage, people are gonna complain about throws. Like, not Rambo Lamau, yeah. I don't know, like people don't, the other thing I've noticed is that people don't want to deal with pressure. The Oki is too much. He's right next to you. Yeah, but you don't get anything for it though, right? It's only 5 hit advantage. Just give me my half screen mid command grab for Baraka. The other thing too is like every other fighting game has mid command grabs. Like that's all it has. They don't have high command grabs. This is the only game that has mid command, or that has a mix between mid and highs. Buff his damage and give me ticks. Well, okay, how about this? How about I give you your damage and I give you your ticks, but I take away the mid? Is that fair? Because we need something. Like, I'm not trading 9% for 30%. I'm not doing it. I don't care how much like people want characters to stay the same or they want to nerf other characters. Like, I'm fucking tired of it. Like, why does your character get 9% and nothing, but then characters like Garrus, they get ticks off their mids from different strings, and they carry you to the corner? Like, I don't understand. Like, I'll never get that. That's the thing that infuriates me. Like, make characters have more advantage. Like, it just, I don't know. All I'm gonna say is that I'm just gonna leave it with this. I want to know why you want all mid command grabs to be mids. I just explained it, so let me explain it again. So command grabs have to be even in favor or in your favor, poofed. If they're not even in favor or in your favor, then you're making a risk. Thank you, Volker, for the follow. Thank you. You're taking a risk every single time you go for it. So like, for example, with Molina, if I go for a command grab and you just try to OS me with a down 2 crushing blow, I die. Like, so let's say I throw you 2 times. You just make up that in 1 read. 1 hard read you make up in that. And that's kind of like my problem, is like, you need to have some more That's how it's supposed to. I'm taking all the risk. Why would I want to take all the risk? Why would I want to take that much risk? It's not worth it. I'd rather play Garrus. Garrus gives me more for the risk. I get more. I get nothing with Melina. I get 0. I get a 10% throw that you can use the wake up system to get out of. It's not in her favor. Throw itself is a risk. I agree, throw itself is a risk, but it's not as much as it's more of a risk than Garrus. That's my problem. My problem is it's not necessarily the command grab itself. Like the command grab, like me and Yadman kind of already established this. The command grab doesn't have to be a mid. I'm just saying that to make it even across all characters. But the command grab needs to give you something big in a reward. Like, for instance, Melina's command grab needs to do more damage, like maybe do like 13% or something like that, even with her throw. So then when you get the Oki, you feel like you're actually getting some reward for it. Like 10% is nothing. Like you could just use the wake up system to get out. So like, yeah, you get Oki, but you don't really get much reward for it because they can just use the wake up system to outread you. Like they always have the option to wake up back roll. You can't do anything but make a hard read on that. So like that's the problem is like, yeah, you get Oki with Melina's command grab, but you might as well forget about it because they have the wake up system to do whatever the fuck they want. And that's kind of my point is like, my point isn't necessarily that the command grab has to be mid, but the command grab has to have some big reward attached to it for me using it. Because in other words, I'm just trading 10% for 30%. And that's like never worth it. You know, yeah, you could say, okay, well, it gives me Oki, but again, like going back to it, like they have the wake up system. So you don't really get Oki. Like you don't get Oki until they break. And I've played against players that like they just won't break. They'll just get combo, they'll keep the wake up system, so then they don't have to guess on wake up. You know, they can just get out of jail for free, do a back roll, do a forward roll, you know, wake up 3, whatever. You have to guess on the wake up, you know. But the whole point I'm trying to make is like, I just want all the characters to be balanced and be rewarded for the things that they do. Like, I want their game plan to reward them, you know? Like, my problem right now is that there's a lot of characters in this game that, like, they have a game plan, but they get fucked by the wake-up system, or they get fucked by breakaway, or they get fucked by, like, for instance, Katana can outzone Cetrion, right? But Cetrion has a 1-slot teleport. So it's like, that's just an example, right? Like, I'm not talking about Katana specifically. I'm just saying characters in general. Remember a command grab removes teching. That means person that loves teching folds. That's true, but that's person to person though. That's not character to character. That's not like the actual the mechanics of the game, right? I'm talking about the mechanics of the game. Like for example, here's a good example I'd give you. So if the wake up system had changed, let's say the wake up system, let's say command throws are high command, because right now, I don't know if you know this, but certain high command grabs can't punish rolls. Like backward rolls, you can't punish backward rolls with certain high command grabs. Like Melina's high command grab, and I'm pretty sure Rambo's, you can't punish a backward roll. So her armor, or her like, because her command grab is supposed to punish rolls, she can only punish forward roll with it. So you can only make a hard read with a command grab on a forward roll. You can't make it on a backward roll. They can roll out. So that's an example. Like, to me, the balancing is not there when it comes to like certain characters having certain moves and certain characters doing certain things. Like for instance, again, it goes back to like Cetrion is a good zoner, but she has a 1-slot teleport. Like the reason why I say that everyone should have a mid command grab is because that's the only way that it would be able to balance all the characters to make their command grab viable. Now we can go character to character and say, okay, let's remove mid command grabs, but this command grab does more damage. This command grab leads to Oki. This command grab can break armor. Like we can do that. I don't mind doing that. My big problem is just some of the command grabs right now, you don't get a big reward for using them. You take all the risk. And I'm not a very good, like, since I'm not a pro player, I can't explain it very well. But if you go into Foxy's channel, Foxy will basically say the same exact thing that I'm saying. Is that the problem is, like, throws are a huge risk in this game. And certain characters, their throws are more risk than others. So, for instance, he was saying that the reason he likes 50-50s in this game specifically is because 50-50s actually have less risk than throws because of all the OSing in this game. So he actually prefers 50-50s, and he said that mid command grabs are another kind of solution to 50-50s compared to overhead and low, because you take less of a risk than you would with a high command grab or a command grab that doesn't tick. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say. I'm not very good at explaining it very well because I'm not a pro player. I can't explain, concepts and fighting game philosophy as well. But that's kind of the point that I'm trying to make, is that, like, these characters, they need to get more benefit from taking the risks that they do when they play their play style. Okay, I see what you're trying to say, but make them mid would fuck up everything. Just buff the damage a little. That's fine. Honestly, Poof, that's fine. Like, buff the damage, maybe change how the Oki works. Maybe you amp it and you get better Oki, whatever. Like, it's just like, there needs to be some balance throughout. Like, I guess that's more of the way, when I said that every command grab should be mid, it was more of an example of, I just want the characters to be able to get benefits from the risks that they take. That's it, It was more of it was kind of like a clickbait title, I guess. Yeah, the damage. Yeah. Rambo, like, why is he getting a 9%, 10% command? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and blow up some people already. And then you got people telling me that after someone breaks, I shouldn't get Oki. Are you fucking kidding me? After you break, you get a third chance? What? Come on, man. After you break, you get a third chance? What the fuck? I'm not gonna call out any names, but once you break, you're done. I don't give a shit. You are done. No wake up system, no nothing. You are dealing with my pressure. Like, get out of here. What? After you break, you should get a third chance? Nah, dude. You get a choice. You get to use the wake up system to fuck me over, or you get to break and take no damage, or take less damage. Yeah, combo breaker would be the best option, honestly, Poofed. I agree. Combo breaker would be the best option. I would say throw combo breaker in there, and then maybe make the defensive meter come back a little bit slower, and then remove rolls. I would say remove rolls. I don't mind up 3, honestly. I really don't mind up 3. Up 3 and up 2 are fine. Just remove all the rolls. Remove rolls, put in combo breaker. Yeah, breakaway should go. Yeah, the problem with breakaway is certain characters, and this has been discussed before by other pro players, but I'll just go over it again real quick. So certain characters, they benefit more for it. Like Jackie gets like 30-40% unbreakable, and Melina gets like 122. She gets 12%. And you just have to, you lose a bar. That's got to go. I don't see how they could balance that without putting in breakaway or putting in combo breaker. Honestly, combo breaker is really the only other solution. Yeah, I see you, Yadman. I see what you mean. Like, breakaway should force you to be on the ground longer, but the problem that I have with that is that like, again, it goes back to, like, Jackie gets like 30-40% unbreakable, and then Melina gets like 12%. 12% and you break instantly. She loses a bar. So Give Melina the Raiden treatment. Yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, it always comes back to like, in a perfect world, I would go like, the reason why I say that characters should all have like all command grabs should be mid is because in a perfect world, I would have high command grabs, right? So I would throw the high command grabs in, and then I would have them each have advantages. Like, for instance, Melina's should maybe do 12, 13%, but it gives you really good Oki. And maybe you can burn a bar for like only 14%, right? Rambo's leaves you really close, but maybe it should do 12 to 13%, right? And then, you know, other characters, they generally have decent command grabs, even if they're highs. And then maybe have like maybe 1 or 2 strings tick, like Melina's 1, maybe have it tick or something like that. And same thing with Rambo, like have one of his strings tick. But the thing is, they're not going to do that. Like if you kind of pay attention to a lot of the stuff that they do blanket fixes, right? So that's why I say like, just make all command grabs mid then, you know, because like if you're just going to do a blanket fix, like we still like the characters that don't do that well, they still need some sort of advantage from their throws, their command throws, right? Same thing with Breakaway. So like going back to Breakaway, you know, I would love for Melina to get the Raiden treatment, but I have a strong feeling that they're going to for lack of a better word, fuck that up too. So just give us Breaker. Like, just give us Breaker. Like, well, I can't do this, man. Like, I can't do this. Like, they fuck up one fix on one character, you know, just do a blanket thing. Like, just give us Breaker. We don't have to worry about it. You could break after, you know, the first 2 hits, you're good to go, you know? That's just better because, like, doing all these small fixes, they just don't work. They're not working. So, but anyway. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. Just real quick, cause I got that Discord heated real quick. But yeah, nah, dude, it's not necessarily that I just want all command grabs to be mid. It's just, I want characters to have some sort of advantage. You know? Something. Just something. Give us something more than 10%. In an Oki where in a game where I have to guess 5 different ways how you're gonna do a wake up attack, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna take off. Yeah, good chat. Thanks, Yodman. Thank you everyone for stopping by, kind of listening to what I had to say. Oops, my bad. Always like hearing different perspectives, even if it might get a little heated. I'll see you guys later.